2020 hasn't been a good year for fighters, John, but finally you get a chance to show your wares in the cage, and you have to go a fair way to do it.
Yeah. So it's one of those years, like heaps of road bumps and stuff like that. But that's the fight life. That's everybody's life at the moment. You know, cafes and small businesses, they're all feeling it. So if fighters don't get to fight, I don't think the world's going to end. But for me, I'm excited. You know, that's the light at the end of the tunnel for me. And to be honest, it's been the best year of my life. So all the hurdles and stuff like that, I just take on my stride, and I'm going to grow from it. So it is what it is, eh? Yeah.
Well, you head off to Bahrain, and when do you leave, and who do you fight, and tell us a little bit about.
Yeah, so heading off to the Kingdom of Bahrain. So for people who don't know, that's in the Middle East. It's about an hour flight from Dubai. So long travel. I'll shoot over Dubai, hour flight there, and then probably lock down in the hotel there a little bit. And I'll be fighting Rolando D. I think is how you pronounce his name. New Zealand fight fans might remember watching Shane fight him in the UFC a few years ago in Singapore on Shane's debut, and he got a beautiful 50k bonus out of that one. Now I don't think I'll be getting 50k from this one when I starts the bro, but yeah, I'm gonna put some work in and make the game plan with the coaches here and go and do some work on the 5th of November. Yeah.
For the overseas fans that watch this channel, can you tell us a little bit about when you started and how you've got to where you are today?
Sure, yeah, a bit of a long journey just to come back home and realise that this is the place for me, you know. So I started training when I was, I think, 20 or 21 years old. I wanted to play rugby as a kid like everybody, and figured out that I actually like fighting more than playing rugby. Lost a ton of weight when I started training MMA, and all of a sudden I'm a lightweight. So I decided that I thought that maybe the best thing for me to turn professional, to be able to stay alive and get fights, was to move overseas for a bit. So I was over in Bali for 2 years, still trying to represent New Zealand the best I could, but I just felt like I wanted to come back home. And so after my last fight, which was about a year ago now, I moved back home to New Zealand. I was living with my mum for a little bit, and these boys here just looked after me ever since. So I walked in the doors, I think I got back on Christmas Day, just in time for lunch with the family, and messaged Eugene. He said, we train on Boxing Day. So I showed up, you know, and I don't think I've had too many days off since then, or, you know, maybe the odd one where I felt sorry for myself, but no, it's been pretty consistent here, eh?
Cool. So you go over there, you come back, and what doors do you think this fight can open for you?
Yeah, that's the one that I've been getting a lot from the guys reaching out to me. Oh, you know, what's next for you after this one? I think it has to be a title shot after this, and I know that the head honchos at Brave aren't gonna listen to me, but I've signed, asked for, or accepted a fight with every single lightweight that's in the top 5 in the past year, and none of those fights happened. So as far as I'm concerned, I went 5-0 by forfeit this year, you know. So so I'm on a 5-fight win streak. Add my last 2 fights before that, so I'm 7 fights in a row. That I think puts me at the top of the division. So yeah.
Oh well, we really can't wait till you get back and talk to you and tell us how everything went, and the future looks bright for John Brewin.
Yeah, thank you very much, Tony. Appreciate it. Cool.